Now I'm going to meet the puppy that drove the people mad, a little Dutch Spaniel, and his dad Himanshu. They will be coming quite soon, and we will have a chat and see how things are now. It was some time ago since I last saw them, and when I first met the pup, oh, he was so intense and they had really a hard time. But I'm very curious about how they are going along now and what they're up to. So in just a few minutes, I think they will be here. So stay on, don't miss this puppy who drove them mad. Oh, there you are. Hi.
Hello.
Come over. Oh, Charlie.
Hey.
Wow. Hello. Hello,
Hey, Charlie.
Hey. Hi. Yes, you've been so big. Yeah, I think we go over there so we can have a little chat.
Perfect. Let's do that.
So many questions.
Yeah.
People are curious about this pup.
Yeah.
You've been so big now. Yeah, this is a lovely park, but they also have these little buildings.
Nice. Yeah.
And I put out, they are full of dog hair, but it's a bit cold, so you don't have to use it if you don't want to. But
No,
if
fine.
we sit here,
Yeah.
and maybe we can have Charlie.
Charlie.
Come.
Oh, sit.
Yeah, so here we are now with the little puppy that went them mad. Did you, little Charlie? So there are many people wondering about how it is to have a pup of this breed and
Charlie, come here.
what you did
Charlie, come.
and how it all turned out. So we're trying to get Charlie up here, but it's so much more fun to be out, of course. There are squirrels and a lot of things. Yeah, but we start and see. Hope he will be with us. Will you, Charlie?
Yes.
Yes.
Try.
But it is hard, you know that.
As long as there are goodies.
Yes.
Sit. Stand up. Lean. Oh,
Yeah.
You do everything now.
Yes,
Do
good. Yeah, Himanshu, there are many people wondering when they shall buy a dog. Should it be a puppy, a grown-up, a rescue dog? How did you think when you planned to get him?
Oh, that's a good question. I think we have to really understand our own conditions and our needs and our talents and the amount of time we have to invest in it. So we thought a lot about rescue and grown-up dogs, but we live in an apartment in the city, and rescue dogs have more needs than we could support.
Yep.
So we decided to get a puppy who grows up with us and is used to a certain way of being.
Yeah.
And it was mainly based on what we can provide, what the dog needs.
And,
Charlie,
the breed, he is a Dutch.
Spaniel,
is it the group of Spaniel? It is, isn't it?
It's like a Dutch Spaniel. They call it Nederlands Koikerhund.
Koiker, yeah. Yes, Charlie, you're a Spaniel, and then you are a hunting breed.
Yeah. Duck hunting.
Duck hunting and retrieving.
Yeah. Or just wagging his tail so the ducks go in the cage or trap.
Oh, it's a bit like these Nova
Charlie?
Scotia duck tolling retrievers.
Yeah,
It's that kind of. Okay, so when I met you, he was about 12 weeks old. He was so little and full of puppy things.
Yeah.
How was the first time when you got him home, the first weeks? Was it like you imagined?
No, it was more than what we imagined. So you don't sleep because he needs to go out and eat and play every few hours, and it gets better every week.
Yeah.
So the first 4 weeks, so we got him when he was 8 weeks, and the first 4 weeks were crazy, and then the next 4 were a little better, and then by the 12th week that we had him, it was much more stable.
Yeah, then you started to know him a bit, and it is a lot of hard work, isn't it? Because they need to go out And I thought
Charlie?
of it. Dogs are the only animals on earth that can't decide when to go for a pee or not. Cats can, all the wild animals, horses, but dogs need permission to go out. And when they are babies, they need to do it often.
Yeah.
So, and not having to sleep enough, that's can get on your nerves a bit.
Yeah, we had to take him out thrice a night. So that was exhausting, but we took turns. So.
But now you've forgotten it almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. And many people think that in an urban area you shouldn't have dogs, you should be out in the country, you should have them running, and yet there are so many dogs in Malmö. How do you feel about that?
I mean, it's great because when you get a dog, you realize there are so many dogs, and you can take dogs to many places. Like you can take them to the mall as well.
Yeah.
Here, shops have signs and stuff. I think you need to train your dog to be around other dogs. That's the most important. And we've been doing that, and we're still doing that. He's almost a year old, and he's really good with dogs. There was a barking dog right now, and we just passed by.
Yeah,
without a
that's
problem.
very good.
So you just have to work with them to be obedient when you want them to be, and let them play when they don't need to be obedient. So because you have to find that balance.
Yeah, and there are a lot of people and bikes and cars and buses and everything.
And there's a lot of trash on the streets.
Yes.
You don't want them to pick stuff
I think
up.
that is terrible, isn't it? Because it could be poisonous things as well.
Could be anything, we don't know.
So how did you go about that? Did he eat a lot?
He was eating a lot, and then we took your advice about this very strong no. Only when we didn't want him to pick stuff up, and he learned it very quickly. So we do that. We repeat those things now as well, very rarely, and he gets it like this.
Yeah, that's good. And he likes to chew on sticks and things.
Oh yes, sticks are his favorite because that's what we gave him when he was a puppy, so he doesn't chew our slippers and shoes and furniture.
Didn't you have an empty bottle in the beginning?
Oh yeah,
at the puppy course. I remember vaguely that he had like
it was a
bottle of Coke or something.
Empty juice bottle which we made holes in, and we put treats inside. So he was
so he could play with that.
Yeah, so he was playing with that. There were sticks. We also had a empty box. And we filled it with newspaper. We tore big pieces and we filled it, and then we threw some food in there, so he was in there searching for food and so playing. And then he was also tearing that paper inside that box.
Oh, there's a stick, Charlie. Come on. Oh, but these kind of dogs, they need to work a bit, because if you don't stimulate
he's bored.
them,
He's like, I want to play.
So what do you do to make him be relaxed so you can take him around? There has to be some kind of activities, I imagine.
Oh yeah, so we've been trying different activities. So we've tried tracking. He loves that. It's great because the more we practice, it becomes easier to track, and after that he's done for the day.
Yeah, isn't that lovely?
Yeah. So he's just sleeping
and what do you think is that you're saying you have to learn? What do you have to learn about it?
We have to learn to put the track and do the track and things like that.
Yeah.
But once we've learned that, and also understanding how we are together, the behaviors that he's following a track or following rabbits or something. So that's a learning process for us and him together. But I mean, they know how to track. They do it all the time.
Yes, that's what they do. We're just telling them that it's this track this time to follow. But the feeling when the dog catches it and goes all the way. That's wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah.
You get so proud of them,
Yeah.
and they get so satisfied and tired.
Yeah.
So, have you taken him out on cafes or stuff? Does it work?
Yeah, now it's getting better. After he was 6 months old, there was a flip. He's become a little more calmer. So we can go to cafes, but if we activate him before that, then we can stay long at the cafe.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we have to head back out soon because it's boring.
It's boring. Yeah, there has to be entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's better outside because he finds sticks and then he can play
Yeah.
with them. But activation before resting is the trick for us.
Yes, then you know.
Yeah.
What do you do during the day when you work? Do you have him with you, or how have you solved that?
We've had him with us previously. Now we're also put him in a daycare, dog daycare. So we'll put him there like 4 days a week or something.
Does he like that, you think?
Yeah, now he's liking that because he gets to play with other dogs over there. So, which we can't give him.
No.
And he likes playing with other dogs. So, so that part is good.
That's a good thing, because many people ask, how do you learn dogs to be with other dogs, because they have to understand their way of communication, their dog signals, and then a good daycare can really be a good place for them to learn
Exactly.
which dog to interact with and other dogs to not.
Yeah.
Because you can't say hello to every dog you see in the park.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. We have to, and we've been training that, like, okay, sometimes yes, sometimes no. Sometimes you get to play at a dog park, sometimes you don't get to play at a dog park. So they don't always expect the same thing.
No, and when they are young, everyone wants to say hello, right? And people almost think they have the right to do it because he's such a cute little pup.
Yeah, he was so cute. Everyone was so soft, so soft, so sweet.
That could be annoying,
that was
couldn't
his pet
it?
name. So sweet.
So sweet.
That's my middle name, Charlie, Prince Charles. So sweet.
Prince Charles, so sweet.
Yeah, it can be annoying and also nice because you get to meet a whole different part of the city, like a whole different set of people you never interact with.
I read somewhere that they say dog owners are quite social, or they have to be. Because there's so many people who wants to stand and ask questions.
It's like, which breed is he? And he's a rare, I mean, he's not that rare a breed, but you don't see that many around.
No.
So it's like, Dutch Spaniel, what is that? It's like a Cocker Spaniel, don't worry.
Don't worry, it's not after you, it's the ducks.
Yeah.
No, they're not that common, but they are. I think they have quite a nice size of them.
They're great. They're perfect apartment size.
Yeah, and you can carry them if you have to, if they have room in their paws or something.
And we learned that they have an off button.
Where is it? Have you found it?
Yes, you just have to activate them, do tracking, nose work, something, make them play outdoors, and then when they come home, they can rest.
Yeah.
He gets very tired when we take him to new environments because he needs to negotiate and learn about new things. So even just the new park or an area can be exciting sometimes. That tires him out.
Yeah, it is to learn.
It's brain work,
It's brain work.
That's
and all the new scents and who has been here. And
he knows everything about the city.
Do you take him to different areas? Or are you mostly in the same near where you live, or have you explored Malmö more?
No, we try to take him to different places.
Do you have
within
a favorite?
The city, outside the city.
Favorite part of Malmö where you like to go with him?
Since we live in the center, it's quite the central parts, but Pildamm's Park is nice, and then Bayers Park is nice, and the dog park in Rockhill Park, and we find that it's more calmer than many other dog parks. So those are some of the nice places. Otherwise, Pultofta and Bokskogen, so like these are the close by places.
Yeah. Do you have any advice for people who wants to get a puppy in the city? They are having so many questions, and you have been through it so recently. What would you tell people if they say, oh, I'm going to get a puppy, a little spaniel? Is there anything particular you want me to know?
Yeah, be sure how much time you have to invest with the dog, because
It's
the
time
dog is not a
consuming.
toy, it's a being
Yeah.
who needs love, attention, affection, care, and you need to have the time to give the dog that love, affection, care. So it's like having a baby. So
Yeah. So time is crucial.
time, your lifestyle, because you have to end up spending much more time with the dog. You can't, at least for the first few months, you can't be going out so often
No.
because the dog needs you. Dog needs to be fed. Then there are legal rules of how long you can leave them. So those points. But that said, everyone makes time when they get a being in their life. So
Yeah.
be sure why you want it.
You have to think twice before, and that it is.
Yeah,
it is,
because they have a mind of their own. They want to
Yes.
do stuff, so you have to help them do that stuff.
And they have to learn a lot
Yeah.
how to be in this urban
Yeah,
place and with dogs and people. And
exactly. And when you do that, it's a joy, because oh my
Yes.
God, we have so much fun just watching him play.
You laugh more when
Yeah.
you got a dog,
Yeah, so
and
much
you
more.
cry more.
Yeah.
Hey Charlie, hello. Talking about you.
Yeah,
Are
we
you
are goodies.
here?
Goodies.
Yes.
Yeah,
Do you get enough time?
Dukty.
Yes, you do.
Dukty. Sit. Yeah.
You're a happy dog.
Come on. Oop. Yeah, Dukty. Good boy.
Is it the coat? Do you need much work with that?
With the
His fur, his coat, do you need to cut it, to groom it, or is it just...
we don't need to cut it, but I think we absolutely need to groom it. Because now he's shedding quite a bit. He's shedding his winter fur.
Yeah,
So that we'll have to groom. But otherwise, we knew that, or read that it was an easy breed. You have to cut the fur on the
yeah.
paws a little. They get long.
Okay, now it looks like Charlie wants to go,
Yeah.
don't you think?
Yeah,
Do
he's
you
like,
have
come
to
on.
sit and talk that much?
Yeah.
But thanks a lot. It was so nice meeting you again.
was a pleasure.
And all the things we learned,
Yes.
the viewers, it is so important to think before you get a puppy, and also all the way. I mean, he's not a year, and still there are challenges because they get teenager, but that is another story. So please stay on for more episodes, and don't forget to subscribe and the thumbs up.